Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink and welcome back to Road to Endgame. The previous recording was essentially us constantly fighting the same monster repeatedly. We did have a break here and there. We were gathering things like rare scarabs and we were getting wyvern skull shells from Shogun Senator, but for the most part, we were constantly killing Black Gravios with the intention of getting wyvern. Actually, they're hard wyvern bones, I think they're called. And yeah, it was not the most successful venture. I think we ended up fighting something like 7 or 8, and that takes a long time to get done when each quest goes anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes. So yeah, the new agenda this time, or the new plan, new course of action, is to actually focus entirely on cutting the tail, and if we fail to carve, or rather Ethan fails to carve, a hard wyvern bone, we will abandon the quest and try again. I think that's just going to be a lot faster, and it's going to be a lot less sad as well.
However, if we do carve the correct item, we will let him KO us 3 times, so that we don't have to fight him the rest of the way.
That's right. So it's
unless, of course,
scum.
you would like to actually, like if the quest is going well and you think that we have a shot at getting the 2 stacks of 2, we can
this
roll
is the
those
thing.
dice when the time comes.
Still not sure if that's something
that
we
weapon
want to
looks so good, man. I wish I had picked longsword.
do. Well, you said that you don't really enjoy longsword. Every time you use it, it doesn't feel good. Is that right?
That's true. That's true. It just looks so cool.
Yeah, it does look cool. Most of the cool weapon designs are actually longswords, I've found.
Yeah.
For the most part, they're pretty nice.
Well, see, that's something I could see someone using in real life. I could see someone wielding that. A greatsword? You'd have to be a pretty strong guy to use a greatsword. But that right there, that's kind of a real greatsword. Like, something like that's out there right now.
Yeah, like this is a very... If you actually look at it, proportionate to the hunter, this is a frickin' big sword. That is a great sword, in my opinion. So... But just a correction, I have it on the screen now. It's hard monster bone, not hard wyvern bone. So close enough, but
also a little bit of fun lore for everybody who is wondering why the monster hunters can leap from such high distances and fall without hurting themselves. Why they can hold their breath for such extended periods of time is because there was a super elite group of warriors during the Great War. Between the Elder Dragons and the Wyverians, and the hunters are the descendants of those warriors. So they kind of trickled down into their bloodline, and then that's why they're so strong physically, and they can carry weapons that are as large as, let's say, this sword or this gun lance without having a whole lot of trouble. I would say, like, and the whole reason I know this is because I got into an argument with my roommate about which was stronger between a Witcher and a Monster Hunter. And I said a Monster Hunter would beat a Witcher any day of the week. And he was like, no, Witchers can use magic. And I was like, that's dumb. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't think Witchers are all that. They're cool, but they're not Monster Hunters. Monster Hunters can kill giant creatures with not a whole lot of effort. And all right, so here's another thing. In the Monster Hunter universe, it is my opinion that every monster you're fighting is an established single encounter. There are not, like, the amount of monsters out there, because there's no way monsters this large could reproduce quickly enough to create... Oh, I spawned in the room with them. Could reproduce quickly enough to create as many of them as we see. So every one of them is a single encounter lore-wise. But you fight them over and over again because of the game mechanic side of it. So it also stands to reason that your Monster Hunter, while he is incredibly strong, is one of maybe 1,000 Monster Hunters in the entire world that are as strong as he is. In fact, you could say even less, because you could say that every one game is a Monster Hunter that's different, who is as strong as who is as powerful as your Monster Hunter is, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so let's say, how many Monster Hunter games are there?
Oh, I'm not sure. Let's say 2 for every generation. So maybe.
Okay.
Let's go with 8. Let's say there's 8.
Okay. With that being said, that means that there could be maybe 8 Monster Hunters as powerful in the series as as they could be. Like, it's strong enough to kill Fatalis, let's say. That's
Yeah.
it. Lore-wise, that's as strong as they get. That's as many of them as there are. Otherwise, there's a bunch of dudes walking around wearing Kut-Ku gear with an unupgraded bowgun. You know what I mean? Like, they're not that strong.
Yeah. We are the ultra elite in reality.
Yeah, you really are. Like, as a Monster Hunter, you are the ultra elite. If you are playing the game, your character is one of those ultra elite. One of the 8, I would say. In fact, I wish that they would make that established lore, because it makes more sense to me that way. And again, this all stems from the fact that I don't think, like, there is not enough food chain out there for monsters this size to reproduce quickly enough to create the source of hunting prey for us.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. All I'm trying to say is that we've fought like 40 Gravios, and that's just not possible.
Yeah.
There might be, let's say they're like elephants, right? There's probably about as many of them as there are elephants. We've encountered one. And I did not get it in my carves, so unless you feel like just...
Yeah, God, no.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. But yeah, I never really thought deeply about that sort of thing. I've never been focused on the lore of Monster Hunter. I've heard little things here and there, but I think... Is that theoretical, or is that like actual observation of what you've read in official lore?
There's a couple of people that theorize it. It's not official by any means, because there's no... Capcom doesn't do anything for the lore of Monster Hunter, and that upsets me, because I feel like it's a game that has so much to tell. There's so much story here. There are some things, like the fact that the Monster Hunters are descendants of ancient Wyverian super soldiers. That is factual lore. That's been established. But the whole, like, one monster, you only fight one Elatrion because there is only one Elatrion kind of thing. That's not established lore. That's me observing that, like, it makes no sense that we're fighting this thing 50 times to get the parts that we need for it. But it does make sense that lore-wise, there was a single encounter and the game mechanic is stretching it out over multiple different gameplays. So we really only fight him once in the lore, but we have to fight him a bunch of times because it is a video game.
I'm pretty sure that's always how it's been, because, for example, just to give a story example from 3rd Gen, you had the Moga village threatened by the Ceadeus. Now, it's not like there was a fucking pack of Ceadeus coming through causing earthquakes. There was one Ceadeus, and you kill the one Ceadeus, but of course you're able to hunt as many of those as you'd like.
Exactly.
So definitely I think it's a game mechanic that allows you to fight the single monster repeatedly, rather than there being actual multiple Ceadeus monsters.
Right. It's just canonically there's only really one encounter with each. So I would say canonically the way that you can see it is like every single quest, that one encounter is a true encounter. So let's say I fight this Black Gravios here. Cool. If I run into another Black Gravios down the line on another quest, that's a canonical encounter. But fighting it a second time, not canonical.
Right. That's interesting. Food for thought, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And again, that also leads me to my theory about how there's really only like 8 incredibly powerful hunters. Which I kind of like that theory a lot. I like the idea that there's really only a couple really strong hunters, and every time there is one, you're playing as one.
Yeah. In terms of how many hunters, or rather how many Monster Hunter games there are in each generation, in terms of the lore, and canonically speaking, I would say that each generation is a new single hunter. Like, for example, if we're going to compare Monster Hunter Freedom 2 to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, I think that's the same hunter.
I would agree. I would absolutely agree, because one of them is just Monster Hunter and one of them is Monster Hunter G rank, and that's basically like, okay, so this is the story of how he got strong enough for G rank, and then G rank is just the game releases like, okay, this is the next level.
That's right. So I'd say
it's the
there's
same thing
probably
with, like,
only
Tri
5.
Yeah, probably accurate. And I would say it's the same thing with games like Monster Hunter Tri and Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.
Yeah, for sure. Like, for example, in Tri he travels to Lochlak, but in 3 Ultimate he travels to Tanzia, but I suppose those are just different timelines. I mean, for example, you're given the same character creation options in Tri as you are in 3 Ultimate, so you're effectively creating the same hunter anyway. Did you get to carve a second time?
I did.
Okay, and you didn't get one?
Correct.
Holy shit. See, now, we've already saved a lot of time here because, assuming we didn't get any in the rewards for killing either of these two, then we would have saved ourselves something like 30 minutes, so...
This is also good because it's giving me an opportunity to level up my cats in the kitchen, so every time I go, I cook, I'm not, like, losing their level up on this encounter. Yeah, this is something that I like to think about with Monster Hunter a lot because the lore of this game is absolutely... It's just so important to me. I know a lot of people don't really care about it because it doesn't really mean anything to the actual game itself. Because the game itself is fun whether or not you give a shit about the lore. But if you do care about the lore, there's a lot there for you. Like, not a whole lot of the fans know that there's a literal half-dragon, half-machine super creature somewhere out there in the world that we have yet to encounter again.
Yeah.
In fact, the whole reason that the Elder Dragon War existed is because of that creature, because the Wyverians created it, and it was an abomination. And Fatalis he developed such a hatred for humanity and humanoid life form that he basically killed the entire old civilization by himself. So, like, that should give you some scale as to how powerful Fatalis is, like, rumored and how strong he's supposed to be. So you're one hunter that kills him, maybe with your group of 4, because naturally you're not going to go up against a Fatalis without... I mean, yes, you can, but, like, it's...
Well, I suppose then, to be unfair, that brings into question how it works if you're hunting with a group. Like, in terms of the single hunter who's all-powerful.
I've always considered that to be yet another game mechanic thing, but if you really wanted to figure it out, then... If you want to figure it out, I would say all you have to do is multiply the number of hunters that are strong enough to do what our hunter does by 4. And say canonically there's about 4 of them.
Okay. Well, is there a monster that cannot really be fought solo? I don't think there is. There's... Because I cannot think... Like, for example, you have certain online-only monsters, but I can't think of any that require a group.
I don't think there's one that requires a group ever, no.
So... Technically, you could say that it's pure game mechanic, and there is, in reality, only one hunter who's hunting the monsters.
I'm interested in hearing what other people think about that too, because that's something that does kind of throw a wrench into my theory.
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly not one to be focused on lore. I think lore has never been my focus when it comes to games. I think the game is usually enjoyable enough to entertain me just on its own like that.
Alright, so I got one. Do you want to fight him, or do you want to die?
I'd rather die.
Okay. Alright, as you were saying?
Well, for example, I've been playing Souls for a very long time, and the Souls series, in terms of the lore, is pretty interesting in that you really have to search for it. It exists,
and it's incredible too.
Yeah, and it's not put right in front of you.
Crazy good lore.
And the thing is, in spite of all that I've played of it, I really don't know much about the lore because it doesn't interest me that much. I've always been very focused on the gameplay experience, and I suppose it's the same with Monster Hunter, although when it comes to Monster Hunter lore you have to do a whole lot more searching. You have to go get a few art books to find out what the hell's going on in the Monster Hunter series. But
which is absolutely abysmal. I think that's completely disrespectful. The fact that you have... I'm just going to stay on the Poison Swarm. See who wins. I think it's like really disrespectful that you have... Capcom has this incredible IP that they have honestly almost never struck out with. I say almost because I know you have opinions. And monetarily speaking, they literally have never struck out with it, especially in Japan.
Yeah.
But they just refuse to actually address that part of the game.
yeah, that's
And
right.
that upsets me a little bit. Really, really bums me out. Oh my god, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? First to
Oh, it's
death.
going to be so close. It's going to be so close.
Fuck.
Fuck me.
These monkeys couldn't kill me. Fuck me.
The monkeys
so I
love
got
to be a
one.
frustration when you don't want them to get in the way of your hunt, but you beg for them to kill you and they'll leave you alone. Typical monkeys.
Can't believe it. What assholes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how many hard bones do we need now?
Oh, good question. Okay, is it hard monster bone that I need?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 4. And I think
Jesus.
the total that I needed was 7.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going to
definitely
double check
7.
right now.
It's definitely 7, and that's crazy that after all we had done yesterday, you only got 3. It's unbelievable. That's just... blows my mind. And keeping in mind, it's a combined 50% chance to carve one from the tail because it's a double carve.
What do you think would go good with curved shrimp? Tasty rice.
Yeah, tasty rice, there you go.
I can just imagine shrimp and rice being good together. Oh, it tasted normal.
Well,
Okay.
you see, there you
Thanks for
go.
nothing.
The rice was described as tasty. So how could it taste normal? That means that's false advertising.
I agree. I agree completely.
That's unacceptable. You should write in to the chefs.
Well, they're right behind me. I can just say, like, hey, you guys are fucking up back there. Like, get your shit together.
This is true.
Little cat assholes.
There's not much you can do about them. Except dismiss them and be faced with the saddest cutscene in the history of gaming.
I don't know about the saddest cutscene in the history of gaming.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Did you get anything?
I haven't finished carving yet. I only got 1 carve in.
Okay.
And carve 2, I didn't get it.
Unbelievable.
It's okay. At least we have a strategy now that doesn't involve us wasting a bunch of your ammo or
Yeah.
our money or resources.
I'm a-okay with this because what follows is not having to fight a Black Gravios for 10 to 15 minutes.
Right. And if any of the people watching the video have a problem with us watching this, or have a problem with us approaching it this way, it is unfortunate and I'm sorry, but we
Don't
have fought this
apologise.
thing.
They're wrong.
What do you mean?
They're wrong.
Listen, they're allowed their opinion. But yeah, it's just that we've fought this guy like 400 times already, and I'm just not. I don't have the energy emotionally to handle it anymore. Especially for an armor that's only going to last me, as I've said I've had this conversation with Doom before. We're going to end up having to dump this armor relatively quickly. We're going to get it. It's going to be cool for getting through high rank, and then it's going to be like completely useless once I hit G rank.
Pretty much.
And this is the problem with boosting someone through a Monster Hunter game, is that a lot of times there's a lot of resources that you need that you're supposed to get through doing things on your own, or just doing things in a slow pace that you can't get because you're focused, you're laser focused, and your focus becomes so sharp that you miss out on very important things.
I believe in us.
I mean,
Somewhat.
right.
Take what I say with a pinch of salt, because I
I don't
don't
think I
really
can help
believe
it.
it.
Like, I feel like everything you say comes out just salty enough that it comes with its own pinch of salt.
This is true.
One of the reasons we get along so well is because I'm so sweet. You know? If you sprinkle us on peanuts, we're like the best thing in the 7-Eleven.
I'd rather not be eaten by anyone though.
Shops at a 7-Eleven.
I feel like people who order food at the actually no, these are peanuts.
Yeah,
so.
be careful because I eat at the 7-Eleven.
Ah. Well, I'm glad I dodged that bullet. I've been dodging
like
bullets.
You said. Mostly like you said, it's like peanuts and stuff. But you know, every now and then I'll get a sandwich. You don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I'm gonna eat 7-Eleven sushi or something.
I didn't know they had sushi, so.
Oh god, they got everything at 7-Eleven, man. They got boiled peanuts, they got sushi, they got sandwiches, they got boiled eggs. Oh, dude, they have wings. They're so gross. Dude,
they sound gross.
They sit in this little heat cabinet for like days.
Days?
Not days. They change them every day. I've seen them do it, but it's still gross because they're there for a very long time.
I've seen them change the wings once.
No, I've seen them do it a bunch of times, but it doesn't change the fact that they're still there for a long. Oop.
Yeah, they're there all day and they just sort of sit in the cabinet. You know the worst thing I ever saw? We have a like we call our gas stations service stations. And you generally can just get food there, much like a 7-Eleven. And there was a guy, and they actually have since updated the means by which you get this food. We serve meat pies in one of these places, and you were able to open the cabinet and grab your own. It's like sliding glass door, get your own. And I was there one night. I was probably...
Wait, meat pies you can get your own?
Yeah, like you open the cabinet and pull them out, put them in a bag, get sauce if you want, and then take it to the counter and pay for it.
Okay.
And it's not that way anymore in my local place, and I suspect the reason why is for hygiene reasons. And
well, not only that, people were probably just grabbing them and taking them to the bathroom and stuffing them.
Possibly. But one thing that I witnessed, which was really gross, there was a guy who walked in. I'm pretty sure he was on drugs. And he walked in and he grabbed 3, changed his mind, put them back. And I was like, okay.
Wait,
Thanks,
with his
mate.
bare hands?
Yeah, with his bare hands. He grabbed 3 of them, put them in a stack in his hands, changed his mind, put them back, and got different ones. I'm like, thanks, mate.
What a fucking animal.
And I'm telling you, he didn't look great either. Not homeless, but just... He was a drug addict, probably. And he wasn't normal at that moment. So, yeah, it was kind of a gross moment.
Poor guy.
But now they don't let you grab your own pies. Probably because people complained or something. I don't
know. For good reason. They got an angry letter from you.
Exactly. Oh, fuck off! Those prey monsters are just terrible. I don't want to attack them because I don't want to be stuck in a position where I'm going to get hit by this beam. Juanito, for the love of my ass.
For the love of it. See, this is the Juanito was he was a siren. Okay, we listened to his siren call, and we went off of our plan, and now we've wasted 10 minutes.
Pretty much. I put completely unnecessary faith in Juanito, and he has now proven himself a complete waste of space.
Yes. And it's not even we're not even a G rank quest right now. It's just a high rank quest, right?
That's right. He was high rank, admittedly, but come on. He actually had completely level appropriate gear. He was using full high rank Cyanator. And he fucking died. So twice. So I mean, what can be said? Okay, so back to our old protocol.
What is this game? What is this game?
Thank you.
Why do you love this so much?
Well, I love it a lot more when I don't have to do stuff like this, and I can just hunt whoever I want. But I do enjoy helping you, obviously, but... You know. Generally, now you know why I don't like making new characters. I actually get more enjoyment out of this by building on a character that I've already made, getting increased uses with weapons, getting increased high rank quests as a number, getting increased Black Gravios killed, things like that. But if I were to do this on a new character, I'd be going home, man. Fuck that.
I want to do. I want to pick one of the games and beat every single quest in it, like offline and online.
I only did that in Try because I had nothing to do. Oh, you broke off.
I did, yeah.
Oh, you abandoned, right? That's really annoying because they don't tell you if the person abandoned or if they just disconnected. There's no differentiation there.
Well, luckily you have me on call and I can just tell you, like, hey, guess what?
That's right.
I left because I hate my life. Oh, we got a brainstem.
A brainstem from a
and,
tail? Did you
yeah.
get your second calf?
No, I didn't. So I have to run all the way back.
Bloody hell. A brainstem from a tail? That's not
Are we
okay.
sure we have our information correct?
We do, because I've been getting them.
You've been getting them.
Yes.
Maybe I need to host the quest.
I don't think so. That doesn't make a difference. In fact, Quest Host doesn't exist in this game. It only technically does. The host of the room is the... See, I just carved one then. I had stopped carving because I thought that there was no point, and so I decided to carve just to prove a point, and I just carved one.
You bastard. Why would you say that out loud?
Well, I'm trying to encourage you because it's better than you thinking that it's not possible to get them. I'm just dreaming of a day when we don't have to fight this thing anymore.
That's today, because I'm about to carve both of them.
Oh, I love that confidence. That's inspiring.
Okay, so it's not today.
Well, it's today, but it's not this hunt. That's all right.
Yes, Satan's kitchen level is now 4.
Maybe Satan is the reason why your kitchen is not so effective. The rest of your cats are too scared to do their jobs.
I don't know if his actual name is pronounced Satan or Satin.
It's probably Satan.
Yeah, but why would they name a cat in this game Satan? This is an English translation, which means some guy at a keyboard was like, I'm gonna name this cat Satan. Like, wait, 3? I imagine it's the same guy that goes into the food thing and names shit like spicy banana peels. It's like, dude, how am I supposed to get anything out of that? What information am I gleaning from this? You know what I'm talking about, too. How dumb are the names that they choose for the food in these games?
Yeah, this is true. Like, what's a Painish anyway?
I don't know if it's pronounced Painish or Panish.
Well, Painish just sounds Indian.
Right. It might be a super normal food and we're just being completely culturally ignorant.
Possibly. Anything? Oh my god.
Episode 2, more Black Gravios.
Yep.
You demanded it. Alright, back to the kitchen so I can keep raising these mofos levels.
This is all intentional. This is actually just a cat leveling quest that we're going on.
Yeah, I've been lying this whole time. I've had all the parts that I need. I'm just
Oh, I don't know what I would do if that were true. I don't know what I'd do.
I'd be removed from Discord. No one would talk to me ever. Sam wouldn't even look. He wouldn't even give me a look after that. He'd be like, I heard what you're doing. I say you belong in prison.
Are you kidding me? Sam would think that was the funniest thing he'd heard all fucking year. Did you get it? Did you get the carve?
I didn't. Oh, I got the carve.
Oh, see, that's all I wanted to know. I'm not expecting you to get hard monster bones at this point.
Yeah, I've also given up emotionally.
I'm gonna Google Painish.
Yeah, you do that.
It's not a thing. The entire predictive text gives me Spanish.
Oh, really?
I'll just send it through anyway. Yeah, it's not a thing. It is not a thing at all.
Hey!
What? You got one?
No,
2 calves, didn't get one?
didn't get one. Don't worry, dude. In like 30 more of these, we're gonna get it. Wow, you already got the tail? This guy. This guy over here.
Looks like deja vu. I cut the tail, Ethan says, oh, you already got the tail. And then Ethan carves it, didn't get anything. Press abandon.
Yeah. You ready? Here we go. Alright. Do something that I can dodge. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna carve your shit twice. Okay, I got a brainstem. One more, come on. Carapace. Because right now, man, I honestly feel like my taint is being tickled by a cactus.
Maybe he's being tickled by a Gravios tail.
Yeah.
Fucking Gravios, get over here. You know, it's just not acceptable that he wants to walk away like that. And then when he sort of looks around, like, I hit his tail, and instead of turning around to face the direction where he's obviously taken damage, he looks around in front of him for ages. Like, this monster is retarded.
Fully, yes.
Like, you're going to watch this footage back and you're going to be shocked at how stupid this monster is. It took him about 10 seconds to work out that I was here, after hitting his tail.
I get a lot of brainstems, though, for that to be the rare item.
Let me check the chances for brain stems from the tail.
Yeah, because I've gotten like 6 of those.
I would guarantee the chance is lower. I would guarantee. Okay, so you're gonna get really upset when I tell you.
I'm not gonna get upset. I'm out of emotion for this scenario.
So how many brain stems would you say you have gotten?
Roughly 6 or 7 since we started.
So
Just
hard
this.
hard monster bones are a 25% chance. Brain stems are an 8% chance.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So yeah.
So I do a whole lot of crying myself to sleep, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Come on.
Brainstem.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Mind blowing, I know.
It's 8%.
It's 8%, bro.
Hard monster bone is 25%.
From tail carve, right?
Can I just make a recommendation? Let's not eat.
Sure.
Shit's gonna be faster. Had we never eaten, yes, you would not have upgraded your cats. But we probably would have gotten an extra 4 quests in just in the time that we've spent eating so far.
All this for an armor that makes me look fat.
What I can't believe is that we're not even done after this to get the armor. Like, we still need to get other shit.
Nova crystals and rubbery bone, or rubbery hide times 3. Yes. You are correct, sir.
You wanna hunt some Gypceros after this?
Yeah, is that what we need to fight in order to get the rubbery hide?
Yes. Is it Rubbery Hide or Rubbery Hide Plus?
Rubbery hide plus.
I'm gonna suck a serum.
Oh, you have
Oh,
one?
he starts at the top. It's an area that we are quite familiar with.
Oh, yummy.
He's just to the west of where you are.
Okay. Because this Renobra, whatever the fuck they are.
Remobra.
Remobra, yeah, that's the ones. Is he leaving
Yeah,
again?
he is.
What is this game? What is this game, Doom? What have you gotten me into? Why do you like this? I
Well,
don't understand.
there are certain monsters who like to do this, and this is one.
I'm just following you. Is he leaving again?
Yep.
Why? What did we do? Do we sink? What's going on here? Is it because it's a gathering quest? Is that what's going on?
No, this is just what Gypceros does. He's a complete dickhead.
That's dumb as shit.
Yep.
Hi.
No, you don't.
Just flash him.
What the fuck
okay.
is with this monster?
He's probably going back this way.
I can see where he's going. He just went back to where he came from. He's going back and
Alright,
forth
just
for
get
no
there first.
reason. I'm trying to paintball him.
He's avoiding us.
Oh no, he came here. You are getting paintballed so hard. No, come down. Don't be shy.
And hit him. And hit him. So he starts the fight.
Asshole. Yeah, this is my favorite room too. Thanks, Gypceros.
Why am I bouncing? I have blue sharpness.
This is a Gypceros. This is the other monster who you always bounce on.
I hate this. This is not a fun game, dude.
I can't handle this anymore.
I'm so tired of looking at this level, I'm never going to want to play it again.
Yeah. Okay, get ready to calm him. He's faking his death.
You big faker.
So this is a higher chance for Rubbery Hide. Just carve him until he revives.
1. Wyvern tears.
Okay,
Jesus.
that time he's dead. So at least you got one.
And here come the other two. Nova Crystal.
Hey!
That's convenient.
What was carved to?
Rubbery Hide Plus.
So
If I get one in the box, I'm good.
there is no in the box. This is a gathering quest.
Well, in that
And
case,
there's no free hunt rewards.
we have to do it again.
All good.
Oh, look at your little tail. You look like a Barney character. I always noticed the hunchback. I never noticed the tail. That's adorable.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm glad you got Nova Crystals. What else
Yeah,
did you
'cause that
need
knocks
other than
out.
Rubbery Hide?
1 Nova Crystal. I need 1 more Rubbery Hide and 1 more of the bones. And then the armor's done except for the money.
That's fucking cool.
Look at your little tail. Bouncing around.
You can see my tail.
Yeah, see it? Look at it.
Now that you've said that I look like a Barney character, I'm never going to be able to look at this armor set in the same way.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to do you like that.
No, I never thought the armor set looked cool. I always thought it looked a little goofy, but now it's like on a whole other level of goofy.
Right.
Come on, my tail's right here.
Oh, God.
You look like you needed a bit of help, so.
Oof. Made me a little uncomfortable.
Alright, this is the quest, let's do it.
And I'm gonna wait for him to do his thing. Perfect. Papa needs a new pair of shoes, literally. Brainstem, this is a good sign.
8% carve on the brainstem.
That's a no.
Jesus Christ. I'll never understand why it's so hard to just...
Do we have to do it with black Gravios? Can we do it with
Regular Gravios
like regular Gravios?
has a lower chance. He's only got a 20%.
Yeah, because those percentages have been working in our favor so far.
Yeah, well... We need all the percentages
can
get at this point.
I bet you if we do one, if we do one, we'll get it.
Nah.
You're not biting?
No. I'm too scared.
Okay.
I'm not reducing our percentage of a chance. That's scaring me.
Okay.
I'm fragile at the moment.
Yeah, no shit. Me too, bro. I feel you on that one.
I mean, I'm fragile at the best of times, but I'm feeling very vulnerable at the moment.
Be nice to you. I like you.
Come on.
It's a no.
What the fuck? How?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any... Like, this is statistically impossible, almost.
It's statistically improbable, for sure. Got it.
Oh my god, it happened, finally. You know what this means, Ethan? We can actually do fucking key quests for high rank. Finally, the time has come. It's only been, what? Maybe 7 hours of playing this game?
Must be. Yeah, 7, easy. Because it was 5 hours yesterday. Today, what are we at now? We've been playing for more than 2 hours today, haven't we?
I think so. You know what? I'm going to round it up to 8 because it was like 5.5 hours yesterday. So
Okay.
I'd say, yeah. It's
Yamo.
time. Yamo. Well, this is not Yamo. Now that we're able to do it, it's pretty Yamo, but having to fucking take this much time, that's not Yamo at all. Oh, fuck me.
Fuck me.
You know, the one thing that we really should have gotten on camera was that day when you just did a really, really long me. And it worked very well.
Well, now that I know that the people need it, I'll surprise you with it sometime during this recording. Not today's, because you've spoiled it now, but
Okay.
someday in the future I will hit you with one, and it'll be so good. You won't even know it hit you. You'll be like, oh my god, dude, this guy's Australian as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
go
it's time
see
to
much money
dust
I
off
have
the
in
old
there.
fucking key quest list. Holy dick.
Alright, armor craft. Create armor. Leggings. Gravios. Can I afford you? No, I need 10. Oh, I can.
Hey,
Yamo.
Yamo.
Okay, the legs are done. Waist. How much is the waist? I can afford the waist.
Hey!
Wait, hold on. How much is the... Alright, just making sure I was grabbing the Blade Master. I would have been very upset otherwise. The last thing is the gauntlets. How can I suddenly afford you? I don't understand.
Well, today is a very happy day.
Because I believe... Oh my god, Doom.
We're
Oh
done.
my god. I have guard increase, is that correct?
Yep,
Oh my god.
that's what you want. You can now guard whatever the fuck you want.
I don't have any money to upgrade it right now, but it's still starting defense at 367.
There you go.
So we can start doing key quests, man.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, we did it! Look at this!
Took us 8 hours, but we did it. Now
Oh.
Barney the dinosaur is back.
Yeah.
Alright, so the quests that we need to do
Oh.
are 2 Gendrome, 2 Daimyo Humator,
This feels so nice.
a Yeon Cuckoo, and a blue Yeon Cuckoo.
I didn't know there was a blue one. Those are some
Really?
really easy keep quests.
Yeah. Congalala. And the Urgent, you're just gonna have to hold your breath for this. Ashen Lao Shanlong.
All right, let's get her done.
Yeah.
Started posting.